but 10 years from now, where do you see Bitcoin? We recently had the ETFs, and treasury companies, as we've talked about as well. What are your predictions, if you have any predictions? Or we always ask people too, like their most controversial take, that a lot of people misconstrue.
Well, I mean, 10 years is a long time. If you think, I mean, in like we talk about internet years, but Bitcoin years are something else, right? Yeah. So if you think about 10 years ago, no banks wanted to hear about Bitcoin. We're worried about Bitcoin getting banned, and it's like really a different environment. So 10 years is a really long time at this pace. So kids see all kinds of things that seem, I mean, because at the time, the price was much lower. Yeah. People were thinking $1,000 was a crazy number, or $10,000 was like Mount Everest unclimbable, right? And here we are over 100 or thereabouts, right? So I think it just continues. Another interesting potential, people are always trying to model, like put financial metric models around Bitcoin to say, stock to flow or power law, or, there's a number of them. And, a model's just a backwards looking metric, and they can get invalidated. So I think there's another possibility, which is that we get, a mass adoption phase. And so some technologies have a technology S-curve where, you're early, very few people have mobile phones. It's not really very interesting because none of your friends have it. And then suddenly it gets to 20%, and then like, oh, now everybody wants one, right? And it suddenly takes off.